Hi, this is Kyle from Lowbrow Customs, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Cannonball I-beam inline springer fork. This fork assembly is just a super high quality piece manufactured in Europe with traditional drop forging techniques. It is absolutely a gorgeous piece. This is a reproduction of a 1936 through 1945 VL front end. And if you've ever looked for originals, they cost a fortune. They're in pieces, they are rusted, and you have to worry just about the actual metal integrity at that point. So Cannonball came out with this to kind of take care of that issue. Traditionally, these were used on a lot of choppers because they added a little bit of additional ground clearance and a great look to a variety of bikes. What I'd like to do today is just kind of go over some of the features of this particular springer. You'll notice this has chrome springs. They're also available in a fully blacked out model as well. This steel is actually drop forged on a 10-meter drop forge hammer. So, I mean, it's exactly the same way as these were made back in the 30s and 40s, but these are actually TUV approved in Europe, which means that they are road ready. You'll see it's a black powder coated finish, chrome springs, and all the hardware is actually CAD plated, just like the originals would have been. One issue with installing the originals was the fork stem. This has actually been modified where it features a 1-inch fork stem, which is ready to go for Timken Big Twin bearings, which we also sell. You can see that the thread at the top is a standard 1-inch-24 thread. One other thing I would point out that's different from the originals is the fork legs at the top are threaded, but this is not a standard US thread. This is an M20 by 1.5 metric thread. And we actually sell as an accessory a adapter if you want to run a standard US style 1/2-inch-13 riser. These would simply thread in and you could attach the risers right to the top of the fork legs. We also have several different styles of top trees available for these. We have them both with and without ears. The ears actually allow you to run a dog bone style riser, which we have a couple of. We have just a solid mount dog bone, as well as a Flanders style rubber mounted dog bone. So when this top tree is mounted, you would simply install it onto the dog ear, or onto the ear rather of the top tree, and install your handlebars. These are all set up for 1-inch bars. We also feature the top trees without the ears. So if you install one of those, you can use the adapters and run a standard style riser, which we have a ton available. You know, it's a standard American thread, again, set up for 1-inch bars, or you could purchase risers to set up for 7/8-inch bars if you're using this on a metric or British build. One other thing I would mention is the axle for these is specific to this springer. This is a 3/4 inch axle, so it'll use any standard 3/4 inch bearings, which means you could choose whatever type of wheel you want, whether it's a stock style wheel, if you wanted to go with a disc brake wheel, anything that takes a 3/4 inch bearing. You also note this springer features all of your stock mounting points, fenders, headlight, etc. Again, it's a reproduction of those 1936 through 1945 VL front ends. This front end will fit a multitude of motorcycles, both Harley-Davidson and other brands, but if you're unsure about installation, you should consult a professional motorcycle shop. We have these products and thousands of others in stock and ready to ship today. lowbrowcustoms.com. Thank you very much.